Hi there, it's Richard again. Jerry and we give you another video information section. It's about homeowner insurance, that's landlord insurance. What is similar, what is different. And it's an honor to introduce our in-house insurance lender, Randy Smith, from Home Team Insurance. Let's welcome him and let him introduce yourself.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Randy Smith. I am a producer with Home Team Insurance.
Okay, great. And as in-house lender, Randy always gives us a very good insurance tips and then help us as a real estate agent talk to our potential seller or buyer and explain about the home policy, homeowner policy. But sometimes we get a little bit confusing about should I buy the landlord insurance for my rental property. So that's kind of a little bit out of our area. So we have Randy here to explain. So first, can you give us an idea about a homeowner insurance?
Yeah, homeowners insurance is specifically designed for owner-occupied properties. If you are living in your home, you would need homeowners insurance.
I see. Wow, very clear.
Very clear.
Yes, but how about a landlord insurance? You can give us any background about the landlord insurance?
Okay, landlord insurance is for properties that you may own that you are renting out to others. This doesn't include if you live in your home and you rent out a room to a relative or someone visiting. No, you have to occupy the home for your homeowner's insurance, and then if you are not occupying the home and you have tenants, that would fall under the category of landlord insurance.
Okay, and we will separate different elements from like every time when we see our own homeowner policy, they have a different section, like the dwelling, and then let's kind of cover the home structures. Can you give us some idea about the difference between homeowners insurance and landlord insurance?
Okay, the coverage A, or the dwelling amount, or what your home is insured for, is the same between a landlord policy and a homeowner's policy. That's really the reconstruction cost or the replacement cost to replace the structure. So that would be the same.
The part is the same.
That would be the same across both policy forms.
Okay, talk about the structure. How about other structure?
Other structures would be the same too. Okay. That would other structures is usually coverage B. It's normally 10% of the dwelling amount or the coverage amount, and that includes things like your fence or a shed or a detached garage.
Yeah, other structure meaning is other structure that not attached. Home.
Right, that's not attached to the structure.
The structure meaning the house.
Yes, the house itself.
So it's not attached that, so they call it other structure.
Right.
Cool. And then how about a personal property?
So personal property, there is a difference here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you are occupying your home, the things inside the home belong to you. We always use the analogy, if you could take your home and turn it upside down and shake it, and whatever falls out, that's your personal property. If you are renting out your property to tenants, the items inside the home do not belong to you. They belong to the tenants. So that's what the personal property is.
So that is landlord insurance covered?
No.
They're not covered?
No, that's not covered. If you take out a policy, a homeowner's policy, or any kind of insurance policy that covers property, it has to cover property that you own. So your tenant's property, their clothes, their electronics, their appliances, you don't own them.
Then that one will be another topic we can introduce to the audience is they call the tenant insurance.
Yes, renter's insurance.
Renter insurance or tenant insurance.
Yes.
It's only for the personal property.
That's correct.
Cool. Okay, so how about the rules of use? Are they different or similar?
Well, loss of use.
Loss of use.
Yes. So if on your homeowner's policy, loss of use would come into effect if your home was damaged and you could not live there.
Mm-hmm.
So that would pay for you to either rent a similar property or maybe stay in a hotel for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about loss of use, it only covers a similar living arrangement,
mm-hmm.
and it won't cover your utilities if you were forced
mm-hmm.
to live somewhere else, because the reasoning behind that is you would be paying utilities anyway. But loss of use on a dwelling fire or a landlord policy has more to do with loss of rents, the income that you would lose if the home was damaged to where it could not be occupied.
Mm. But like loss of use, if this house got a damage, it need to be repaired. Where is the tenant go?
Well, that's a great question. The tenant, their loss of use would be covered under a renter's policy or a tenant's policy.
Oh, but it's not a landlord policy.
Yeah, that is not part of the landlord policy. Your landlord policy does not cover the tenant's loss of use.
So tenant needs to have a tenant insurance or renter insurance to cover their temporary time living outside of the house.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. So they're kind of more interesting now.
Mm-hmm.
How about liability? Are they different?
So liability, it's not different.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's different risk factors involved.
Mm-hmm.
You own the property, whether it's your home where you occupy or a home that you rent out to tenants.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is on that property and they are injured,
mm-hmm.
And your tenant does not have renter's insurance, then that person could potentially seek damages from the property owner, which is you.
And then that landlord insurance will pick it up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So like a body injury or property damage.
That's correct.
If the tenant didn't have a tenant or rental insurance.
Right. Or not enough.
Not enough.
Renter's insurance.
So what you suggest the landlord need to ask tenant to show the proof of the tenant insurance?
That's a good idea. That's always a good idea.
Wow.
For liability purposes.
So they should come to you to ask you for that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of apartment complexes require that their tenants carry a certain amount of liability insurance.
Wow. Okay. So that is basically protect landlord.
Yes, absolutely. It does protect the landlord.
So audience, if you're a landlord, you should catch that part carefully. Okay. How about the medical payments?
So medical payments are for incidental medical events, such as an ambulance ride or an emergency room visit that is paid quickly while you're waiting on the bodily injury settlement.
Are they just like a specially concentrated event, the injury for the guest?
Yes, for a guest.
So medical payment is for the guest,
yes.
Not for the landlord, not take care of the tenant.
Right.
Not for the tenant.
Not for the tenant, no.
Oh, so tenant has a visitor.
Yes.
And then just somehow just fall down from the upstairs to the downstairs, and then that injury will be covered by the medical payment.
Yes.
Wow. Cool.
Yes, and then anything over and above that, that's of a more serious nature, then you get into the bodily injury limit.
Wow, cool. Okay, so I think Randy gave us very clear definition and explanation about the difference between homeowner insurance and landlord insurance. At the end of the video section, you give us any brief suggestion?
Well, if you are thinking about purchasing a property for rent or renting out your own home if you move, it's always a good idea to consult with an insurance professional to make sure that you have the appropriate coverage. And
Okay. We have an insurance professional here too.
Yeah.
Randy Smith.
Yeah.
His contact information will be the end of this video. You can see his information, and also you can see Jerry Hitt and Richard Lin's information too. Feel free to contact us. We don't have an insurance license, but we have a great insurance agent in house, so we can ask him, and he always we call him a 24/7 man. He always be with us. So great we have Randy in our team. Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to contact us. Our contact information will be following our interview slide. Okay, thank you, Randy, for your time, and we'll see you next video section.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.